So yeah, Jeff here. Wow, I got out of the sunlight finally. You can see the sun. I've been doing this video and the sun's moving along, and I'm getting out of the spotlight right now, so I'm not like blinding you with my nose bright, sunlight browning on my nose and my forehead, right? Um, so another one of the guitars I tested yesterday, when I was out for the first time by the music store for the first time for a while, several years. Um, was the second store I was in. So I think I've covered all the guitars I played in the first store. The second store I was in, I got to play a Taylor AD American Dream, and I think it's an American Dream 10. Okay, it was American Dream 10. Yeah, it was not the 12 version. It was the 10 version. Um, which um, if I take that and if I explain what it is, it's a shortly smaller dreadnought size. Okay, it is a dreadnought size that is smaller. It's like a 15/16. I think it's a 15/16 size. That's what Martin says theirs is a 15/16, if I remember. Taylor, it might be just a slight smaller size. No, 14/16, maybe 15/16. I can't remember what they said. Um, the the It's just slightly smaller. I think it came with the beveled edge too. If I remember, it has the beginner bevel edge, the beveled things, which really doesn't make that much difference. I mean, it's a slight difference. I didn't really notice that. I wasn't really actually paying attention. Because I've been playing a bunch of other guitars. I was playing, full size GAs and stuff too. So Grand Touring. So it didn't really matter. I played in the GP, the Grand Pacific, and I was playing a bunch of guitars, so I wasn't really paying attention to that part of it. The the And I was playing. I tried to remember which one I had. Now this one was, I can't remember, this is mahogany. I can't remember the woods. No, it was not the mahogany, because I was playing it and I mentioned the guy that was kind of listening to me, and I said that this is not a mahogany guitar. I said that. So it was probably something like it was probably an Urban Ash or something, or a Sapele. The 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 I mean, I played it quite a bit. I put a capo on it, played a bunch of different songs on it. I was playing again. Kind of the songs on my playlist right now, I got to play in a couple weeks here, are Africa by Toto, Hold the Line by Toto, Don't Stop Believing by Journey, Abamba. I played some All of Us, John Legend. I played some, um, uh, let's see what other stuff. Annie's Song, John Denver. Trying to think, did I play Lion King by Elton John? I can't remember. I didn't play that one on that day, yesterday. What other stuff I played? Maybe the bass line out of Pretty Woman. Annie's Song did the thing with that. Um, Bum 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 bum. Okay, I played that. Um, Sweet Home Alabama. Leonard Skinner. That kind of gives an idea what I'm playing, right? With the capo, without the capo, depending on the song it's playing. Africa, I need the capo because I got to sing it up high, right? So I'm gonna play it with it. And yeah, I was really impressed by it. Very impressed by it. Great. The price point's just right for an all solid, entry level, all solid. Um, I mean, it's half the price of a GT of a G. It's half the price really of a GT, right? Um, which is a smaller guitar. But it's great. I mean, it's just great entry level guitar for an all solid, right? So it's the slightly smaller scale dread, right? So now it's really simple. It doesn't have all the extra stuff on it. But I don't care. To tell you the truth, when I want to play guitar, I don't care the rest of the stuff. I'm not looking for bling. I'm looking for sound. Now, sometimes I like the bling extra. If the bling comes with the guitar extra, I'm fine with it, right? But some things are more than just that, right? Just not small bling. Sometimes there are other nice little things with it, the beveled stuff, and yeah, the edges on the bridge and the bridge. What's it called? I got to make sure they get these things. I know all these words in French. I can't remember what they call them. The saddle, bridge and saddle. Yeah, the bridge, the corners on the bridge are, sometimes some of these are round and some they're not. So these kind of things make a little bit difference, right? You get pointy edges. It picks you, right? Yeah, it hits you when you're hitting it. I actually found one. I can't remember that one. I had the nut. I kind of just scraped it. It's a little pointy, but that's just a little teeny naked thing. I can deal with that kind of stuff, right? Hey, it's all the price in guitar. How many put around those edges? Hey, it costs more money to do it, right? The I'm not going to go through all the specs of guitar. I actually didn't spec out the guitar. I just wanted to play with them. I went through and just started playing with them. I knew what the specs were enough of all these different guitars to kind of play them. And I'm not going to go through and outline all the specs of the guitar, right? Because I'm not going to look them up and do this video. Just look them up and do it, right? Go look up the American Dream, the 10 version. But for the price point, just a great sounding guitar. And here, I'm not going to sit there and mention all the prices, but the whole thing in the pricing stuff. Don't mention these things because people are going to start using prices against each other. Well, here in France, we got a 20% sales tax, so it's 20% more on top of everything that you guys pay anyway. So it doesn't really matter here. There's no, whatever the price was, it was like 800 euros or whatever. It's the full price, and it's with a 20% sales tax. In fact, there was a guy, a Brazilian Portuguese guy. Brazilian guy that was there, and he came in and he wanted to ask her questions, trying to ask her in English. No one understand what he's saying. And I tried to listen to him. I didn't understand what he's saying either, and I'm a native speaker. So I pull up my Microsoft Translator, my iPhone, okay, and I put it up there, and I started talking Brazilian Portuguese. And it says duties, taxes. Oh, he's asking what the duties are for how much the tariffs for how much it's going to cost an extra on top of it. Oh, and then he gave it 20%. So we figured that one out. But that's actually what I do for my regular time job is build these translation systems, right, for languages. So that came in handy. But I was playing it, just played a capo, without a capo, shub capo, to C1 shub. I was playing with probably a prime tone pick. I'm guessing it was a prime tone, off the top of my head. I was playing a couple different thumb picks. The Eagle tone thumb picks, the Dunlop squeeze my fingers too much. Go watch the video I just did on the thumb picks, and I said, why the Dunlop thumb picks squeeze my fingers too much, and I break the large size. But it just sounded really nice. It didn't feel like it was a travel size, right? So this is the key. I didn't feel with the AD, the American Dream. I did not feel that I was playing a travel size guitar. And I did mention this the other guitars when I played the GT. When I played GS Mini, and that's, I've been a bunch of GS Mini videos, or 2 or 3 or other for those. Those sound, they feel like a travel size. The Baby Taylor sounds like a travel size guitar. Then the GS Mini feels like a travel size guitar. You have to adjust to it when you go play it when you're playing a regular 24 to 25 inch neck, right? The whole neck length. But this one's it's close enough that you don't feel it. I didn't feel it. I didn't feel like I was crammed. Whereas I did feel that playing the Grand Theater, that it was a little cramped, just a little less space, right? I could feel there was a little space. It just kind of when you're jumping between different sizes, right? But I went to the American Dream and I didn't feel like I was placing. I don't recall that I felt like I was placing a smaller guitar, a 15/16, kind of size guitar. I didn't feel that 1/16 of a difference or whatever it is. It just. And for the price point, it's like, wow, I almost put my credit card down and say, hey, I'm going to pay for it. Well, my debit card, okay? I almost paid for it. But I don't need another guitar. I don't need one. I got guitars. That's the problem, is not the guitar. I got plenty of guitars. If I want to feel like I get a guitar, it's pretty simple. Buy a new pack of strings and play another pick. I bought a bunch of picks yesterday. I can change the sound of my guitars, and I'll be happy with them for a while. I don't need another guitar, right? Again, first world problems here. So, it just felt like it was. It felt like it was a full size guitar, and great sound for a beginner. But even not just a beginner, it's great for anybody that just kind of wants to have a guitar. That's kind of. I said to the guy, I said, this is a great guitar. I can run off and play at the beach and the lake and stuff like that, and have an all solid guitar. And he said, yeah, definitely. It just was. There's no brainer on this one, right? Just no brainer. and has a Taylor quality, has a Taylor sound to it. When I say Taylor sound, I mean the Taylor like neck and Taylor, all the different nights, the quality, the finish, and the finish, and all the kind of the extra stuff. It doesn't feel like you're playing kind of like a wannabe guitar that's got glue clumps and stuff on it elsewhere, and these kinds of things. It doesn't have all these you know wannabe features, right? Um, so so that's kind of like the my thoughts about that guitar, right? And how that really went. And I felt pretty happy. Yeah, I liked it. I really liked it. Really liked it. American Dream. Yeah, the name of yeah. It's of course that was chosen for a specific reason too, right? But yeah, it felt like a guitar you can pop down that money down on and not be and I like it the guitar. It just felt really nice. Played really nice. Played all the different songs I plan. Um, it didn't again. I didn't feel like I was cramped. I didn't try different flavors of the wood. I'm not sure if they actually had different flavors of wood because I think they had guitars actually upstairs and downstairs. So I was playing the one downstairs where all the higher end guitars were, but they happen to have an American Dream. No, that was in a different. No, that was in the first music store. The second music store they had all the lower end guitars. I want to say lower end guitars, but the entry level more stuff is all at the bottom level, and then the higher up you go, the farther you get away from the you got to get up and stand up and actually reach for it. It costs more money. So that was the stuff on the lower. And I hadn't played an American Dream yet, so I said I was going to try it out. Now the American Dream, darn, is the American Dream that one came out with it? Maybe I said it was the Grand Theater that came out with the different bracing. It's hard to remember these things. Maybe the American Dream came out with the bracing, or we borrowed the bracing from the others. I mean, there are so many different. This is the problem of knowing these things. There isn't an Excel sheet that's got all this stuff. Come on, Taylor. Come on, make an Excel sheet with this stuff. Um, it's just like it's hard for me to remember this. Gabe calls me the historian. When the different guitars came out in every single year, and I can't even remember now. If I'm not doing this every single day. Come on, get the things together, make it an Excel sheet, okay? A database. I'm sure you get the database when you get the things, but this can be done in an Excel sheet. This is so bonehead easy to do, okay? But I don't need to be doing it. So you just make an Excel sheet. Or maybe you should do it collectively. We should all do this. We can put this framework and have all of us in the Taylor groups fill this thing out, and we have the overall Excel sheet, and we do it better than the find your fit kind of process. The road stuff, we just go in the sheet and say, hey, we're going to filter on this. I mean, this is kind of easy to do, but I think I got to deal with too. But yeah, this is a great guitar, the American Dream. Yeah, it's if you want to. I don't want to say a beater guitar because it's really nice beater guitar. It's a really nice one. Um, I've had some other beater guitars, so guitars that cost like 150, and they were great. They were great for what I want to do when you want to play it with a basic version, right, or go anywhere. But it's just it was great sounding guitar for the price, and so go look up the range. I can't remember if it had electronics or not. I don't remember. I wasn't trying to actually play the electronics. I wasn't plugging into anything during the whole day. I was just looking for the acoustic sound to kind of feel what it sounded like. But yeah, it sounded really, really good. It played really well as you expect. It just sounded really nice. Of course, there's really, 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 really nice. I mean, there's nice, and there's really nice, and there's really, really nice, right? And there's really, 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 really nice, right? I'll get to those. I've got a couple of guitars that sound really, 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 really nice, right? But there are certain reasons for that, very specific reasons for that. So, but that's for the American Dream. AD10 might be an E, but the AD10 basically. Okay. So that's that guitar there. Hope you like at least the comments on it.